time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going on.
Welcome back to Powers Powwow, the music show. Today I'll be speaking with Joe Smith. Morning, Joe.
Hey, Jim.
Guitar player at Me plus Joe Smith.
Yeah, me and Joe Smith.
Me and Joe Smith. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Where you
grew up and...
right here, Southeast Michigan, Metro Detroit boy. I was born downriver in Wyandotte, and when I was real young, we moved out to Pinckney, and I grew up, spent most of my childhood in Pinckney, and then in high school I moved to Ann Arbor, and then just made my way back down the Huron River there to Detroit, and so I lived in Ann Arbor, Ypsi, Dearborn, and then Detroit. I've been in Detroit a long time now, and I've never left the state, so I've been right here in the region.
Oh, you went to school in Pinckney?
I did. I went to Pinckney schools. I graduated from Huron High School in Ann Arbor, and then I took a couple college classes, but that wasn't really working for me, and so I just started working and playing music, and that's been my whole story.
So you're working with graphic design and stuff like that?
Yeah, advertising. I spent a lot of time working in the advertising world, in advertising agencies, writing ads, copywriting. And I was playing music when I was, I was in my early 20s, and I dated this girl whose dad was in advertising, and he really liked my songs, and he said, "You ever consider writing ads?" And I said, "No." and he said, "Well, if you ever need a day job, you should try and write advertising, commercials and stuff." And about 5 years later, I was about 25, and I really needed a day job. So I poured myself into figuring out how to do that, and I talked my way into a job at an ad agency, and I wrote ads and commercials for mostly for Ford Motor Company most of my career. Did a lot of work for them. And then a whole bunch of other clients, but real fun work, real creative. You get to work with a lot of artists and a lot of creative people, a lot of real smart people, but it's real cutthroat too, you know. And, and the clients, they just can cut the budgets, and a lot of people get laid off. So the advertising industry in Detroit has really shrank. So it used to be real big, but it's gotten a lot smaller. A lot of jobs have gone away.
Now everything's on the web or what?
Yeah, the whole industry is so changed. I mean, I guess I'm old now. I don't really know how to explain it all. But I spent the last 15 years of my career mostly working in digital media, online media, web videos, stuff like that, and writing websites and things like that. It's all still out there. I'm still doing it, but on a freelance basis.
Well, I hear you play, it's called a funkabilly soul rock.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. We kind of settled on acoustic soul with a funky fresh flow. So is what we call the band's music. People say, "What kind of music you play?" You know, so you gotta have a good line, you know. So
yeah.
Acoustic soul with a funky fresh flow, and I always go, "Oh, I like that." I don't know what it means, but but they like the way it sounds, so so it's working.
And Brenda wanted me to ask you some of the people you played with.
Oh, okay.
She said that you played with a lot of people.
Yeah. Wow. I got to search into my memory now. But there's a great thing about playing in Detroit is the music community in Detroit is, I believe, unmatched. So I haven't really spent a whole lot of time in New York, but I've been to some of these other towns where they say they have a real music scene, Austin, LA, and you can get out and see a live band and stuff, but I didn't see anybody that was holding the candle to the level of musicians that you can find playing live every night in the city of Detroit. And these musicians are all available for hire. Everybody's out there working and trying, and so I think the most storied and respected musician I got to play with was a man named Marty Montgomery, and Marty Montgomery's a saxophone player, and he recorded all the sax parts on Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man record. And if you were on Marvin Gaye's records, I don't know how higher in music you can get. And and Marty was a young man then. He toured the world 3 times. He played with everybody. He played with the Dramatics and Wild Cherry and Little Richard and James Brown. Michael Jackson was a close personal friend of his. So all these guys, and Marty still lives in Detroit. He's in River Rouge, and he works. He's out playing gigs all the time. We haven't been playing much lately. My band's kind of gotten small, but when I was running the full band, Marty was my go-to guy, and to just be on stage with him and his level of musicianship was incredible.
And that brings yours up then.
Yeah, you better, you know. You're trying to keep up, you know. So Marty Montgomery, and right now I've been partnered up with a great guy named Eric Wilhelm, and he plays drums with me in the band, and just this past weekend we played the Caribbean Fest, the Detroit Caribbean Cultural Festival down in New Center Park, and the headliner there was a guy named Warrior King from Jamaica, so I got to warm up the stage for Warrior King, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some names off the top of my head.
And I hear you just finished playing in Hell.
Yes, yeah, regular. I'm a regular Hell dweller.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I grew up not far, of course, right there in Pinckney. But
how was the weather there?
hot.
It was hot.
Yeah.
So you got some upcoming shows coming up?
Yeah, every Tuesday night you can catch me at Thomas McGee's in Eastern Market. Thomas McGee's a great bar. It's a Irish bar, real deal kind of place. It's on the south end of Eastern Market on the I-75 Gratiot Connector service drive. The ramp there's a service drive, so it's facing north into the park right off of Russell.
Oh.
And I'm there every Tuesday night, 8 to midnight.
Excellent.
So tonight I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's Tuesday, yeah.
So you got some upcoming projects coming up, or?
Just pretty much the live stuff. I was real excited about doing this. Yeah. And then live, I'm playing all over. Every Sunday, I play down at the Waterfront in Wyandotte, and then a whole lot of other places just on a regular rotation. I play at a place downtown called the A Loft. One of my very favorite places to play every other Wednesday in the summertime for bike night is New Hudson Inn. New Hudson Inn is the oldest bar in Michigan, and it's owned by this great family, great guy named Chris Stoney. And Stoney's family's had the bar a long time, but it legit the oldest bar in Michigan, 1831, I think.
Oh.
And so it's got all this mojo about it, you know. And Chris has made it a real cool place. He's built a stage outside, it's a covered patio. He's got house sound, and so I'm out there with the band every other Wednesday right now. And then as summer dies down, we're out there on the weekends.
Oh, is it by the mill there in New Hudson, or is it?
I'm not sure where the mill is. It's right on Grand River at Milford Road.
Oh, okay.
And what's those connections there? That's Pontiac Trail, I think, next with Grand River and Milford Road, and that's the heart of tiny little New Hudson.
Yep.
People forget it's there because Milford's kind of gotten big.
Yeah.
But yeah, right there. You can't miss it. Real cool, old roadhouse and old, inn on the Grand River there.
Excellent.
Yeah, I love playing out there.
Well, we're going to get to hear you play now, so
Okay.
peace out.
Yeah, peace. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
This is a song from my dad called Cadillac Daddy. Back in 1962, my daddy joined the UAW. He slaved away most his years, shaping sheet metal and cutting gears. Now I'm so proud of his livelihood, 'cause my daddy put the soul in a big Fleetwood. My daddy built Cadillacs. My daddy built Cadillacs. 4 a.m. every day, down on 4th Street in Del Rey, playing at Grandma's by the railroad tracks. My daddy wrenched bolts on Cadillacs. Yeah, my daddy built the body of the concrete queen, an American beauty, a Detroit dream. My daddy built Cadillac. My daddy built Cadillac.
gave me everything I could ever need. And I hope someday I can follow his lead. I'd love to give him one joy he's never known. A shiny new Cadillac of his own. Everybody's talking about SUVs, Beamers, Bentleys, Mercedes. But uptown ain't where my daddy roamed. Ladies love his old Fleetwood Bros. Some of y'all wanna brag about your so-called feats. Well, my daddy built the baddest on the Detroit streets. My daddy built Cadillac. My daddy built Cadillac. My daddy built Cadillac. My daddy, yeah. Me and daddy going Cadillacing. We're going Cadillacing. All right, this next song is an old U2 song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I've climbed highest mountains, I have run through the fields, only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey lips, felt the healing in her fingertips. It burned like fire, this burning desire. I have spoke with the tongue of angels. I have held hand of the devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold as a stone. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe in the kingdom come, then all the colors will bleed into one, bleed into one. Yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and you loosed the chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. but still haven't found what I'm looking for. Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much.
When you're ready.
This is a Bob Marley song, I Shot the Sheriff.
I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. It was I who shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. All around in my hometown, they're trying to track me down. Say they want to bring me in guilty for the killing of the deputy, for the life of the deputy. But I said, oh, na na, I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. It was I who shot the sheriff. They say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated me. What? I don't know. Every time I plant the seed, yeah, he said, kill it before it grows. He said, kill them before they grow. And so, read it in the news, I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot no deputy. It was I who shot the sheriff, I did not shoot no deputy. Freedom came my way one day, so I started out of town. All of a sudden I saw Sheriff John Brown aiming to shoot me down. So I shot him down. But I said, if I am guilty, I will pay. Oh, no, no, I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. It was I who shot the sheriff, I swear it was in self-defense. Reflexes got the better of me. What will be, must be. Every day the bucket moves out to well. One day the bottom will drop out. I say, one day the bottom will drop out. But I say, I shot the sheriff, Lord, I did shot the deputy. It was I shot the sheriff.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I got one more for you. This is a song just about my neighborhood called In Detroit City.
When the sun creeps up over the lake, my city starts its slow wake with a rattle and shake. I watch a pheasant to fly take in a prairie on the near east side, and there's a man with pain he can't hide 'cause his toes frozen died. When he was sleeping outside, now he's in the lane in his wheelchair. Folks and cars don't even stare, they just fly by without a care. So many like him living around here, pushing up on a daily struggle. 'Cause our problems ain't so subtle since the car biz done bust its bubble. Left us all with a whole lot of trouble in a schoolyard full of laughing kids, in a hood that has hit the skids and a beat and a groove and a grind. So gritty, there's a nod and a smile for folks who know hard times come and go, so we plant seeds that grow. So pretty in Detroit City, Detroit City. Young girls in fly jeans, walking through apocalyptic scenes, charred wood of broken dreams. 'Cause my city ain't got no means to raise the old or raise the new, and that's why I praise the few. Somehow know what to do. They keep pushing and fighting through those sad things that'll knock us down, like old stories that keep coming round about things lost that can't be found. They know there's more to my hometown, like sweet water, chicken wings, dancing drag queens, ghetto kings, sun rays on the river waters, smiles of my two angel daughters, and a schoolyard full of laughing kids, in a hood that has hit the skids and a beat and a groove and a grind. So gritty, there's a nod and a smile for folks who know hard times come and go, so we plant seeds that grow. So pretty in Detroit City, Detroit City. Here's the audience participation part. Where I grew up, I learned how to play guitar, singing around bonfires and stuff with my parents and all their friends, and everybody participated. So at least once a night out at our shows, we try to get everybody involved. So if you want to clap your hands or sing a real easy line, come on, Jim. It goes like this. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You got it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. With style on Bella, on 5, 6, 7 miles. Still read when my grandma stayed in Detroit City, in Detroit City, yeah, 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 yeah. There you go, Jim.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you.
It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going now. Paranoia strikes deep into your life. It will creep.